gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Our Last Leg. You've got me, Nicky G, my favorite co-host,
Jonny G. How you guys doing?
We are fantastic. Sorry we had to take a week off. I was out of town for work.
It's life. It's
Shit
life.
happens, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But back in this fucking saddle. We are here. Before we get started, make sure you give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We'll always be there for you whenever you need a quick little recap of a few games.
Like State Farm, we're always there.
I like that. Just a couple things before we dive into the games. Lot of injuries happened this week in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of detrimental injuries, especially to my fucking Ravens, man. Lamar Jackson hurt right now and doubtful to play next week, which is not a good thing. Roquan Smith hurt, Nate Wiggins hurt, Marlon Humphrey hurt. That whole fucking defense is basically hurt, man.
You said someone told you that what? The Ravens defense was what? Spoiled?
Yeah.
Spoiled?
Fuck that guy, man. I don't know why he would say that. We are not spoiled when you let teams drop 30, 40 points on you and you barely win football games. That's not spoiled.
Right.
At all. At all. We haven't been spoiled since Flacco, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, and that crew back in, the early 2000s. But other injuries to cover. We have got Tyreek. Very, very bad injury. If you saw it.
There was another close-up of it. You can actually see his bone sticking out of his knee, dude. Crazy.
Oh, my God.
And guess who had him on his fantasy? Guess who also has Mike Evans, who's also out for some time. And one more motherfucking one.
CD Lamb.
CD Lamb, man. He's expected to come back, at least.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm just like, I'm sitting at 1-3 in fantasy, guys. It's looking rough. Good. It's looking rough.
Other injuries, Malik Neighbors feared to have torn an ACL. That is a big loss for the Giants, man, especially since they just had Jackson Dart come out, have a hell of a game. We'll get to that, though. Ricky Pearsall also hurt. Basically, the number one wide receiver on the 49ers right now. I'm pretty sure I said in episode 1 this year that Ricky Pearsall was going to have a breakout year. And
probably
he's popped off. He's absolutely popped off. And Joe Flacco.
Benched
for Dylan Gabriel, man.
That one caught me off guard, not going to lie.
Yeah, I was a little upset at that. I'm sorry. Super Bowl champion Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Always got to say that before his name, man.
This guy. He deserves his accolades.
Goddamn right.
I agree with that, man. It is crazy just to see, and we'll also get to it too, but just these star QBs who we've seen on the field for so long and so many years. It's time for them to either just, put up the helmet, sit on the bench, or just put it away. But it could be just too soon to say, right? We could see Joe Flacco hitting the field again just because the next QB will do bad. Same with Dart. We'll get to all that.
I mean, Flacco is going to be a hell of a mentor.
Yeah.
He'll be there to coach those guys, and he knows he's in his 40s. He knows he's not Super Bowl champion Joe Flacco anymore. So.
Right. And I feel like that's kind of what AR5 at the time when Joe Flacco was still on the Colts.
That's what he needed.
He needed someone to mentor him and just see how it's truly done. And obviously, given AR5's injuries over the fucking 2 years that he's been there, it's just unpromising.
Most definitely. Do you have anything else you want to cover before?
No, we definitely talked about the horrible injuries already. That was the biggest thing that's happened for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But no, that brings us straight into the first game of the week that we want to chat with you guys about. We got the Washington Commanders versus the Chargers. San Diego? LA. Man, I'm tweaking, guys. I'm tweaking. Sorry.
We take 1 week off.
I know, right? And we're rusty. I'm rusty. But it's favoring the Chargers at -2.5, and the over-under is sitting at 47.5. So while I was making this write-up, I got notified that Jaden Daniels will be playing.
He will be
playing. So when I wrote it out, I was like, oh, Marcus Mariota is probably going to start. And he was on there on the score, and then I was writing it out. I got that notification. Nonetheless, though, the Commanders are sitting 2-2. Right now, that is an okay record in their division, given it's with the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Eagles. And to be honest, Mariota didn't do too bad. I mean, yards-wise, could have been a bit better, but 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, ran for 20. I mean, I don't think you can ask more for a game where he had to step up.
For a backup quarterback.
Absolutely. They lost by 1-score game, being 7 points on the dot, a whole touchdown. The Commanders are playing away again, which is it's against them because these 2 losses came from an away games, excuse me. Could this be their 3rd loss? Could it be their 3rd win? We're going to have to see. Commanders are dealing with some major star injuries like Austin Eckler, who's struggling with an Achilles injury, and Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, with a fucking arm injury.
Quadricep.
Thank you. But his is questionable. Eckler's on the IR, so he's gonna be out for some time. And I'm looking at Debo to have a big game this one. That's just me because again, the 2-star players might be out for the game. And he had 6 receptions for 72 yards and a touchdown.
He's killing it right now.
I want you to go ahead because I still got a little piece left.
Did you read my write-up?
I did not. Was that a spot on?
You're not that far off, man.
Hell yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, Commanders lost to the Falcons 27-24. Currently sitting at 2-2. Chargers lose to the Giants last week, 21-18.
Yeah.
I'm confused on how you beat the Chiefs and the Raiders and the Broncos and lose to the Giants. I'll tell you how. Actually, I'm not that fucking confused because I know exactly what happened. The Chargers walked into this game with the worst mindset possible. They walked in, we're just going to beat the Giants real quick. We're going to get in and out of here. No big deal.
Yeah.
They came completely unprepared, in my opinion. Herbert, 23 for 41, 203 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 2 interceptions, and 2 sacks. Barely completes 50% of his passes.
Yeah.
Okay. The only thing that worked in their game plan was the running. Omarion Hampton, 12 carries, 128 yards, 12 touches, 128 yards. That is stellar, man. Averaging over a first down every time he touches the ball.
Yeah.
But you only give him the ball 12 times. You let Herbert throw it 41 fucking times.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
And you let a guy that ran for a first down every time he touched the ball 12 times.
It's almost like the Ravens last year when the best thing that they had going for them was running, and that's the one thing they refused to do.
Yeah.
So in that game, I feel like if they continued to run the ball, they probably would have won the game.
Most definitely. This just felt like a poorly executed game, bad play calling, allowing the Giants to hold Ladd McConkey, your crazy, fast wide receiver, to 1 catch is bananas, dude.
Yeah.
That is absolutely insane. The Chargers, they cannot walk into this game against the Commanders with the same mindset. Because after last week's performance, the Commanders are going to watch this tape, and they're going to learn how the Giants expose their weaknesses and their flaws.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I agree with that.
I should have went Commanders first since you went Commanders first.
No, man.
Right into the
No, it's good because my next piece is about the Chargers too.
Perfect. The Commanders, they're going to watch tape. Most definitely. Dan Quinn's going to be in their ass.
Oh, yeah.
And not to mention the Chargers are riddled with injuries on offense and defense. They've got like 7 or 8 guys on the IR right now, starters.
Yeah.
That's not good at all. But I will let you go ahead and jump back into your Commanders piece before I jump into my Commanders. If you want to go ahead and run.
Mine's the Chargers. Yep. That's all I even got left. But you brought it up, so I'm glad you did. Receivers, Quentin Johnson. He's picking up the team, like picking up steam for the whole team, especially over McConkey.
I picked him up on fantasy.
And I picked up McConkey on fantasy, and he's not doing shit for me. But since week 1, Johnson, 79 yards, 71, 89, and 98 with 4 touchdowns. That's averaging a touchdown a week, 70 yards.
It's almost
a week.
given.
Yeah. McConkey's been doing okay, but clearly enough for the Chargers to be 3-1. And that's the biggest thing here, right?
Yeah.
As far as the run game, like you said, Hampton, he just popped off last 2 weeks. Like you said,
Rookie.
70 yards, 19 carries, kind of a lot in my opinion, but if it was working for him and they won the game, why not? I think they actually ended up losing last week, like you said.
Yep.
Which was very unfortunate for those stats that he put up. But interestingly enough, Chargers won by 3 points in each game that they did win. So that's only a field goal.
Every game they only won by 3 points?
They're 3-1, so I forget which one team they were able to win by a bunch. But for being 3-1, the 2 games out of the 3 that they did win was only by a field goal.
Wow.
Right? I would have thought otherwise.
Let's take a look here.
Do you think we could see the same thing?
They beat the Raiders 20-9.
Yeah.
And then they beat the Chiefs by 6.
Yep. Okay, that was the other one. So I don't know, man.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
That was basically about it. So like going with all that, it seems like they put up the numbers.
Oh yeah.
Independently, not on the scoreboard. And I think that is going to be the biggest thing here. Now that Jaden Daniels is back and they're playing at home, I do expect them to be able to just cover the spread. So I'm going to have to take the Chargers at -2.5.
Oh, he's taking the Chargers at -2.5. Okay.
Yeah.
So just my little Commanders piece. Last week against the Falcons with Mariota at the helm, only losing by a tutty. To me, that's kind of impressive. He's playing
I agree.
good football for a backup, man.
I concur. Concur.
Against the Raiders, 15 for 21, 270 yards, 1 passing tutty, rushed 6 times, 40 yards, and a tutty. And they won that game 41-24. Backup quarterback able to put up 41 points. That is very impressive. They put ass to belt.
Yep.
And then last week against the Falcons, only lost by a touchdown. 16 for 27, 156 yards, 2 passing tutties, 1 interception, 2 carries for 20. This is going to be a different game, though. I did my write-up as well, thinking Mariota might be starting. Commanders cannot afford to lose this game right now. They cannot. Especially to... they shouldn't have lost to the Falcons, an inconsistent Falcons team. You know?
Yeah.
You can't put up 41 points and then lose to the Falcons. Like that just doesn't add up to me. But with Daniels at the helm, I think this team can be much more lethal like we've seen. And I'm so glad that you covered it because a guy that has gotten 0 TV time, 0 credit is Deebo Samuel. That guy has been killing it, man.
Exactly.
22 catches, 204 yards, 2 tutties. Like, that is very impressive.
I agree.
And
I agree.
2 drops. He's had 2 drops, that's great.
Yeah.
I'll take that all
For
day.
4 weeks?
Don't forget the man can run the ball. 7 carries for 46 yards and a tutty.
Yep.
He does not get enough praise, man.
Yeah.
At all.
That's probably also why he left the 49ers.
Yeah. Well, he got loved on the 49ers, man. I think that
He just did too much, though.
Yeah.
He did way too damn much.
He was a big part of that team, man.
Yeah.
But speaking of running the ball, what are the Commanders doing with their running back room? I'm so confused because it's like they're having tryouts in an actual NFL game.
I like the last guy. He has like what a long 3 name.
Kobe, Crosby, Merritt.
I don't mind him.
I like him too, but the problem is there's 4 different guys that are running the ball.
Yeah.
And it's not like any of them are getting multiple receptions because that would make sense to constantly cycle them.
Yep.
Keep them fresh. No, they're all just going in there and taking just some little old handoffs.
Yeah.
None have been consistently good besides JCM. Or getting consistent reps. And that's something they need to figure out soon because you cannot have 4 RB1s.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
I said it last week about the Falcon, or 2 weeks about the Falcons game. Maybe. No. Anyway, if Jaden Daniels plays, give me the Commanders plus 2.5. If he is out, I will take the Chargers at minus 2.5. Give me over 48.5 in this game, though.
You really like the over then?
Yeah. 48.5 doesn't seem like too crazy of a number to me.
It's not. But again, I just don't like touching them. So
Do it.
I'll do it in the speed run. Actually, no, I won't touch it. We won't touch it. All right. Well, I guess if I have no choice,
gun to your head.
Give me the under.
Boom,
47.5.
dead.
47.5. That's what I had to say with it.
Okay, that's not too bad.
All right, you want us to bring us into the next one, my guy?
Yeah, next game. We've got the Giants at the Saints. Saints are favored at minus 1.5. Over under is 41.5. Giants walking into this game with their first win of the season. Giants beat the Chargers, the undefeated Chargers, 21-18. Giants currently sitting at 1-3. Saints put up a hell of a fight against the Bills, man.
Oh, yeah.
But they lose 31-19, move to 0-4. Spencer Rattler, Mr. 150th pick of the 2024 draft, is a very, very, very sad 0-10 as a starter. That is bad news, Bears. Is it all his fault? Hell no. Is some of it his fault? A little bit.
That's the QB's role. I got to accept that.
You can't throw the ball 27 times and only complete 18 passes. That's not going to cut it in the NFL, especially with Chris Olave, Juwan Johnson, and Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah, Rashid Shaheed. Yep.
And Alvin Kamara in your backfield. Like,
yeah, it's stacked.
Yeah. You have no reason to not be able to succeed.
Yeah.
You know? He's a young quarterback. He didn't have a mentor, nobody to show him the ropes at all. And coming into this league, and he's instantly put behind the 8 ball on a Saints team that's kind of just in shambles right now, in my opinion. Another issue could be that he is only 6 foot tall, which I find very interesting.
So what you would say he's quite short?
He is short for a quarterback, 100%. That extra 4 inches so you can see over
How
the
tall is Kyler Murray?
You just hit my next fucking point. We've seen one short quarterback in this league develop very well over the years, and that's Kyler Murray, who's turned into a very well-rounded quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
And he's one of the funnest quarterbacks to watch in the league.
Yeah.
Especially with Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison. Anyway, I think Rattler can become a better player with a better O-line and a coaching staff that can walk him through the motions of what it takes to be not just good, be great.
Great. Mm-hmm.
Nail on the fucking head. He has a good supporting cast when it comes to his arsenal, like we just said, man. Chris Olave on the year, 26 catches, 185 yards, 2 drops. Juwan Johnson, 22 catches, 204 yards, 3 drops. Rashid Shaheed, 18 catches, 184 yards, 0 drops. Alvin Kamara, 13 for 49, 0 drops. Mm-hmm. If you throw them an accurate ball, they're getting it. Yep. That is their ball. If it touches their hand, they're bringing that in, man. Yeah. The problem isn't if your arsenal can perform. The problem is getting them the ball, and that falls on the O-line and the quarterback himself.
Do we know if Taysom Hill's still a part of that team?
Gosh, I think he's hurt right now.
I haven't seen his name in a hot minute. That
is a good point, bro.
While you look that up. So I think overall, just to address the line, and before we even talk about the line, guys, the reason we like talking about a game like this, it was fun. It was fun to decide out of all the games that were going to happen this week for week 5. We're like, I think this would be a good game to powwow about. And a lot of people just overlook both of these teams, which we do too a little. But it's very interesting because the line is that tight, especially favoring the Giants when they're not even at home.
Taysom Hill getting back on the practice field this week.
All right, guys. Hey, something to consider. I just thought about the guy too.
Taysom Hill touchdown.
So I think Rattler is starting to find his rhythm with the team, though they are still sitting at 0-4. Horrible. Saints need a win. They're playing at home. If they can't win this game, man, it's not going to be a question to decide who's the worst team in the league, in my opinion. Crazy how much has changed overall since Drew Brees, Andy Dalton, and Carr left. And granted, I didn't pay too much attention to football.
Andy Dalton, what a blast!
When when Brees was playing, and he was there for a decade of his life.
Forever, yeah. Him and Sean Payton were nasty there, man.
But I didn't take too much as far as the Saints because you just did a good job covering most of it. So thank you for that. Now, as far as the Giants go. Something again that I find interesting that it's still favoring the Giants even though they're away and their star receiver is out for the season.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors tore his ACL. If you guys saw the fall, I thought he should maybe have fractured his collarbone. I was completely off. It was like a whole torn ACL. The Saints have allowed the 4th most points per the game for each opponent. That's up to 30. That's high. It's high.
Yeah.
On the road, they've given up 37 points per game compared to 23 per game on the road. Yeah. So New York's defense has been giving up 8th most points, 25 per game, with the line being as low as it is, 41.5. I hate touching over and unders, but for those amount of points being allowed from both sides of the field from each of these teams, 41.5 doesn't seem that bad to take a part of. So I'd probably take the over.
You're goddamn right.
And that's probably what I would choose for that one.
These boys are going to put some points up.
Oh, for sure. As far as the biggest elephant in the room, like Dart.
Yeah.
Dart is now starting.
You're goddamn right.
Russell Wilson, QB. The QB we saw for years with the Seahawks. Steelers with Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
With the Giants, now do we end up being benched? Could we just see it being a one night off type of thing? Maybe. But the way that the media is portraying it, it might seem like he might be sitting on the bleachers for quite some time.
But that's perfect for Jackson Dart. Have a veteran right there for you, that is ready to mentor you and show you the ropes. Hey, you missed this read right here. Point out little stuff for him, Just help him become a better quarterback.
And I think 4 weeks was enough of Russ being on the field for Dart to kind of observe and learn, right?
You don't throw for 450 fucking yards and then just shit the bed the next game, man. Speaking of Russ, question. Do you think Russell Wilson should be in the Hall of Fame? One Super Bowl win.
He did win it with Seattle?
With arguably a top 5 defense of all time.
I like this coach too. What was his name? Super old guy.
Carroll.
I liked him. Carroll. I didn't mind him. But
he fucked Reggie Bush out of his Heisman because of that shit he pulled at USC, but we won't talk about that right now.
Should he be in the Hall of Fame? No.
Correct.
I don't think so.
I only brought it up because Tony Gonzalez and Richard Sherman, who played on the Seattle team when they won the Super Bowl, basically said that he played himself out of the Hall of Fame. And I just thought that was kind of weird because I'm like, I don't think Russell's a Hall of Fame quarterback. You don't just win a Super Bowl and get into the Hall
I agree.
of Fame.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I agree.
And then
with
they
that.
rattled off the stats when that defense got disbanded. He was terrible after that, man. Like, just not good. And I just thought that was kind of an interesting point.
For sure.
You care if I jump into the Giants?
No, go ahead.
All right. Jackson Dart, starting football for the Giants. This is crazy. They might have the resurgence they have been desperately looking for between Jackson Dart and Cam Scat Pack Scatabo. I'm starting to call him Scat Pack.
I like him.
I don't know if anybody else calls him Scat Pack yet, but that's his nickname for me from now on.
I see.
Pack, baby.
I see.
These are just two kids that love to play fucking football.
young, man.
Young kids that just grew up loving the game.
They're not gonna let him go, bro.
Oh, hell no.
They'd be dumb to.
Jackson Dart, 13 for 20, 111 yards, 10 carries for 54 yards, a passing tutty and a rushing tutty. If you have a fucking Jackson Dart first touchdown score ticket, send it over. Send it to us.
Oh, yeah?
We want to see it. I'm curious what the odds were for that. Cam Scatabo, 25 carries, 79 yards, 2 catches for 11. Jackson Dart looked really good out there for losing Malik Neighbors. He has the potential to be an absolute dog, dude. Not only did he beat the Chargers, dude, this is fucking hilarious.
This guy.
He said, do you know who Justin Herbert is dating right now?
Yeah.
Madison Beer? Mm-hmm. And did you see who Jackson Dart said his crush is?
Yeah, Matt McRae or Tate McRae?
Madison Beer.
Oh,
Justin
his
Herbert's
girlfriend? That's
Bro,
hilarious.
Posted a picture of her before the game started on his story.
Yeah. That's what happened?
Hilarious.
Oh, okay.
I was cracking up when I read like that little Twitter thread of what's going on.
They deleted it afterwards or
I
something.
think so, yeah. I was just like, that's some dog-ass shit
stupid.
right there.
That's funny.
I think Scat Pack will continue to get better as the season goes along, especially with Dart. That just seems like a two-headed dragon that has potential to be very fucking scary, man.
Yes.
Darius Slayton, Wan'Dale Robinson. This is Jackson Dart's biggest problem, is his low-end receiving corps.
Yeah.
Still NFL wide receivers. They're great. Wan'Dale Robinson and Darius Slayton, a little bit past their prime, maybe. And Theo Johnson, they're just not the greatest wide receivers in the world.
I mean, we got to give them also credit that they didn't have the best QB to give them the ball. They had Daniel Jones.
Correct.
You know?
Well, I mean, I don't think the issue lies at quarterback with this team. I think it's the coaching and the fucking play call.
I mean, all it starts with coaching, right? You can never blame the QB. It starts here with the coach.
Right.
That's the point.
And I think, well, I'll get to it in a minute. But those three guys, Theo Johnson, Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton, they all have to step up in the biggest way possible and show that even without Neighbors, these guys are still contenders and they can still contribute to win football games.
Yep.
Dar is in good hands, in my opinion, when it comes to having a mentor with somebody with a good football IQ and knowledge of the game with Russ. He's a vet, Super Bowl champ, could guide this kid to stardom. If these kids keep performing the way they are, Brian Dabo, however the fuck you say his name, he just might not get fired this year. He might get lucky and slip through another year, even though he deserves to be fired already. How that dude still has a head coaching job is beyond me. But Saints probably pull out a win here. Maybe their only win of the year.
I'm trying to read where you're leaning. It's interesting.
I like what I saw with the Giants, man. My sheets and stats tell me go with the Saints. But my heart and my gut want the Giants to win this. Give me the Giants plus 1.5 and over 41.5, man.
Oh, so Giants alternate plus 1.5? Because last time I saw it was Giants were favored by minus 1.5 being away. That's why I adjusted at the beginning.
I wrote mine last night.
I'm looking at it now. Oh, okay. Now either the line shift or I read it wrong, but you're right. The Giants are plus 1.5. They are underdogs in this game.
Okay. Yeah.
My apologies.
So I'll still take the Giants plus 1.5, man. If they're able to go out there and beat the fucking Chargers.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I don't blame
man.
you. I mean,
I think they might be able to just eat their way through this Saints defense. It's just going to be a matter of who's going to get the ball
better
last
offense and stuff. Yeah.
who
Who's going to run out the
better.
clock? Yeah. I agree with that. And again, that's why we chose the game, because the line was so tight. This one's very interesting on however you want to look at it. But all
Who
things
else
considered,
on the internet is covering the Giants and the Saints, man?
right?
Come on.
Like, subscribe. All things considered, I think the Saints can somehow cover +1.5. They got to take advantage of the home field. They're the fucking worst team in the NFL right now.
Yep.
They need to make a statement right here, right now, against another horrible team in the NFL, being the Giants.
Yeah. So you're
Give
taking
me
the Saints
at +1.5.
-1.5.
And I already just earlier, as far as the over and under, with those stats, I like the over.
So are you taking the Saints on an alternate line at +1.5?
No, they are one. Oh, you're right, because they're favored. Give me them on the ML then.
Okay.
I'll take them on the ML.
Good choice.
I think they win.
Still great odds, like -130?
A point, yep. -122.
22, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Before the next game, hand me that beer bottle opener, brother.
Yes, sir. You want to bring us into the last one?
I can. I got you.
Go ahead.
Hard crack.
Not hard enough.
All right. For our final game, we've got the Chiefs at the Jaguars. Chiefs favored at -3 points. Over under sits at 46.5. Chiefs coming off of a devastating win against the Ravens.
Oh, yeah.
Chiefs, I always use devastating when they lose, but
Right.
devastating win against the Ravens. Chiefs beat the Ravens 37-20. Chiefs sitting at 2-2. Jags came up with a W last week against the 49ers. Jags were underdogs, I think by 3.5. Jags. I think both of us had the Jags +3.5 on a parlay.
Don't even get me started on a parlay.
The Ravens fucked you.
Oh, my God.
Jags win 26-21. Jags are 3-1 right now.
Right?
Hats off to the man, Travis Etienne. Wow, oh wow. This man carried the offense last week. 19 carries, 124 yards, and a tutty. He's got that dog in him.
Oh, yeah.
Got that dog in him, man.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of the team wasn't lacking by any means, but without Etienne, there's no fucking way they win this football game, in my opinion. Trevor Lawrence was able to find 8 different receivers on only 21 completions.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. We're able to move the ball around. You got a lot of good chemistry with that entire wide receiver locker room. That's impressive to me. You can live with 21 completions when you're able to put up 26 points from it. I think that one of their keys to success here in search for the win will be the Jaguars' run game. How many yards do you think the Jaguars are averaging rushing right now?
Rushing with 4 weeks. Let's go ahead and say 75.
The Jags have the second best rushing offense in the NFL right now. They average 144 rushing yards per game, bro.
That's crazy. Just ETN?
No, that's just the rushing core in general. So that's everybody running the ball and averaging 5 yards a carry on the run, which is fucking stellar over 4 games. This fits perfectly into the rushing defense of the Chiefs, who allow 127 rushing yards per game this year on average. And they allow 4.9 yards a carry to opposing rushing teams. Not only are the Jags 3-1 this year, 3-1 against the spread, man. That is fucking gorgeous.
Great teams win. No, good teams win. Great teams cover the spread.
Jaguars defense also leads the league in takeaways. 11 of them. 9 interceptions. They've had 2 picks. Minimum. In every single game, bro. But they have not faced a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. What do you got on the Jaguars?
On the Jags, this will be quick. But first, because you brought up the Chiefs beating the Ravens, guys, I had a 17-1 parlay. And when I was making this fucking parlay, this was the last leg. And I'm like, Lamar wants to prove that the Chiefs are not his kryptonite. So I think this is the year that he makes that statement. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And that fucking hurts so much. And then in mid-game, I went ahead and made another bet on Ravens +9.5. And then Lamar gets hurt. Dude, I was so sick to my stomach.
Yeah, because at that point, you couldn't hedge the Chiefs
I couldn't do anything
properly.
anymore. Yep, I couldn't do anything. I really wanted to. I just needed the Ravens to come ahead just a bit so I can get that hedge, and I never got the shot. I ended up losing more. So
hindsight, just on games like that and stuff, make your bet both ways.
Yeah, I should have.
I mean, in the moment, you're like, what, a fucking 9-leg parlay? You're like, okay, I'm lucky if it hits.
Yeah.
But continue.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, going back to the Jags and the Chiefs. So Trevor Lawrence has been doing okay, but they're winning, right?
Yeah.
They're sitting at 3-1.
Winning ball game.
He's actually closing up to 1,000 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That's probably the worst part of it, but hey, they're winning. He's also been only sacked a couple of times compared to most of the QBs this season, hence the defense. I feel like it's the Jags. They're going to have to keep this up in order to keep up with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, especially in Arrowhead.
That's not an easy place to play ball, man.
Yeah, man. The Chiefs, Magic Mahomes just turns to a whole new person when he's playing in Arrowhead. And that's the biggest thing. But talking about the Chiefs, hey, Xavier Worthy is finally back. He truly made a statement coming back 2025. He came up with 5 receptions, 83 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. So if they can get any sort of secret ingredients here, they're going to be explosive, man. And they're just waiting for Rashid Rice to come back. The way they were able to beat the Ravens without Rashid Rice, it's very concerning. Like the way they played that game.
We got to think so many Ravens defensive players were already hurt, and a shit ton of the stars got injured during the game.
Yeah, dude. There was a lot of injuries that game. Yeah. Like a lot. Way too many. But again, if they were able to beat him without Rice that way, oh, man, I feel like the only team that's going to be able to beat him if they make it to the playoffs are the fucking Bills. And I think everyone here knows that. And I really hope that comes true. I would love to see a repeat where the Bills just knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs. But hey, it's just going to come out to defense in my end. Go ahead.
I'm glad you got that in there. He texted me on Sunday and said Lamar, the Chiefs are his kryptonite. And I was like, that is a great way to put it. And now that you brought the Bills up, that could also be Josh Allen's kryptonite.
That is very true. That's a good way to look at it.
But yeah, back to our game. Mahomes, Mr. Magic Man himself. Boy, oh boy. He's only thrown 1 interception this year. So talking back to how the Jaguars have gotten 2 every game minimum, and that was in week 1 against the Eagles, which, and maybe the Eagles are Mahomes' kryptonite. Who fucking knows? But after that, Mahomes has not thrown 1 single interception throughout 3 games. Mahomes not looking bad throughout the year, though. 87 for 142, creeping on 1,000 as well, 939 yards, 7 passing tutties. But these are great numbers. You get rid of the 4 touchdowns he threw against the Ravens, against a depleted Ravens defense that has looked bad all year.
Yeah.
Maybe give him 1 or 2. He's only sitting at 4 or 5. I just think Mahomes needs to, get back in his old ways. These numbers are good. They're just not the high caliber numbers we're used to seeing from Mahomes in previous years.
He's running a lot, though.
Yeah. All that matters is the fucking W on the scoreboard at the end.
And he's running a lot.
He quit the last 2 games, though. He hasn't he's ran for less than 10 yards the last 2 games. Which
really?
Because the first 2 games, Mahomes for 15, 20, 25 yards, lock. It was guaranteed. Yeah. He just kept doing it. He got 50, 60 yards or something stupid that.
Yeah.
But it's not entirely his fault. That O-line has not looked good. You see Mahomes back there scrambling nonstop, man. And his receivers are hurt. And we've seen so many plays where he's out there trying to make something out of nothing using his Mahomes magic, which I don't know how the fuck he does it, man. Just shit like that. And the shit like that or the shit like that.
Yeah.
He's just good, man. I know a lot of people hate the Chiefs. I know you're one of them. But it's the same way the people hated the Patriots.
Yes.
At the end of the day, Tom Brady was a great quarterback. At the end of the day, Mahomes was a baller and one of the best quarterbacks this generation has ever seen.
Funny enough, you bring both of them up in the same sentence. There was a podcast that I listened to where they asked TB, if you were to choose one QB in the whole NFL season with 30 seconds, or a minute on the clock to win the game with 1 score, who would it be? And he says there's a lot of potential out there. But I'm pretty sure me and a lot of people would agree that the person we would have to choose would be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, 100%. He can just make it happen.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a couple other things about this Chiefs team. The run game is atrocious in every way possible.
He's running more than the fucking running backs.
Yeah, Pacheco has not broke 50 yards once.
Yep.
Kareem Hunt hasn't broke 35 yards. And then last week, Kareem Hunt had 13 fucking carries. You can't get 35 yards on 13 touches? Come on, man.
Yep.
These two are good running backs. But how are we not creating plays to help you move the ball downfield with these two guys? Kareem Hunt is built like a fucking tank on wheels, and Pacheco's a speedster.
Yeah, he's the puncher and he's a speedster.
How are we not utilizing them properly? If the Chiefs keep playing this way, they'll be in the same boat as last year and losing the playoffs because you cannot bet on you. You cannot. Sorry.
Excuse you.
Bet on you winning the entire game on Mahomes' arm. He's shown time and time again it can't happen that way. You got to be able to.
Yes, sir.
You have to have a run game to have a pass game.
Yeah.
I've said that since day one of this fucking podcast, man.
And I'm pretty sure every season, Mahomes is always dealing with some sort of like leg issue. So why are we going to possibly bring that back and making him run when you have two great running backs that are supposed to be doing it in the first place?
And it's Andy Reid.
Exactly.
Well, how are you not utilizing them properly? Yeah. But that comes down to that O-line again that has just been lackluster this season.
Yeah.
But talking about speedsters, Worthy, finally back. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
If he can keep the tempo up after coming back from an injury.
And he will.
He's going to be amazing. And like you said, once you get Rashee Rice back in there.
It's wraps, man.
It's fucking dangerous, man. There's no telling what this offense will be capable of.
Yeah.
With all that being said, this is going to be a better game than people are thinking.
Think so?
Yeah. I think that the Chiefs win this football game. In Arrowhead, I think this might be a bit much for the Jaguars. Give me the Chiefs at -2.5 instead of 3, just in case you want to throw that on a parlay. If they win by a field goal, it's not going to be a void leg. Give me the Chiefs at -2.5 just to be safe, and I'm going to take over 46.5 in this.
I like the way you worded it at the end because I feel like the Jags can keep up with the Chiefs more than anything. But when they click, and they're going to click, the Chiefs really just start to pull away or wait for their opponent, in this case, the Jags, like Trevor Lawrence, to just throw a pick or make a mistake. And that's when they start to pull away. So, or it could just be one of those games where neither teams can just fucking score on each other, and it's going to end up just being field goal after field goal.
Is that Jaguars defense, like we just talked about?
And that's something to kind of keep a note on because the Chiefs kicker, I think his name is like Butker or something.
Harrison Butker.
Yeah, he's really good. He's fairly accurate for the most part. Look at his stats. Chiefs, when they can't ever convert on the fourth down, he is a good kicker. So something to keep an eye on. If his kicking points might be 7.5, 6.5. If it's 6.5, take it. If it's 7.5, all right, maybe wait for a live bet. I would do the same. But it's in Arrowhead, man. It's really tight. I give the Jaguars the benefit of the doubt to keep it tight, but not enough for them to come out with the win.
This is at Jacksonville.
It's not in Arrowhead?
No. I said that at the beginning, too, and I'm over here talking like it's in Arrowhead.
This is in Florida?
I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Still give me the Chiefs at -2.5. Nothing changes.
Okay, but the lines are still the same.
Lines are still the same. Location changes. That's it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I know you guys are probably calling us fucking stupid right now.
From the beginning, yeah.
They're like, you just said.
Yeah, it actually, line shifted to +3 even.
Yeah.
So that's why you said -2.5?
Yeah, take the alternate just in case they win by a field goal.
Yeah, man, it's right there. If you really feel confident in the Jags, just take the hooker +3.5 if you're really that confident in them. I think they probably could cover 3 points. But like you said, I think the Chiefs just come out with the win, at least with 3 points. So I would probably tail that and take Chiefs at -2.5. Over and under, I'm going to take the under 46.5 on this one.
That's fair.
Defense is good on Florida. I think they can do the same thing to the Chiefs, hopefully.
This is bye weeks are starting, so it's a little bit harder to gamble now. You got to really snipe the legs that you're looking for. So just a heads up reminder.
Yep.
That takes us in to our speed round, baby. I'll go ahead and kick us off with Thursday Night Football. We've got the 49ers at the Rams. Rams are favored at -7. Over under is at 45.5. I'm going to take the Rams at -7 and give me the under 45.5.
Funny enough, today they announced Brock Purdy will not be starting, and the line has not changed. So I'm still going to take the Rams at -7 even and give me the under 45.5.
Sold.
Next one, we got the Minnesota Vikings at Cleveland Browns.
Early game, 9:30 a.m.
Oh, yeah. So this is the London game? Yes, it is. Probably
Belgium,
London.
I think.
Yeah. International.
Yep. There
Flacco's not starting. That probably would have pushed me a little more towards the Browns. With that not happening, I'm going to go ahead and take the Vikings at -3.5 and give me the over 35.5. Of course.
Okay. I think this is very unfair for the Vikings having to play back international games, but they are adjusted to the time and everything.
Yep, they've been there a whole week.
Give me the Vikings -3.5 and give me over 35.5. I feel like that's a little disrespectful. Next game, we have got, Jesus Christ, the Texans at the Ravens. Texans are favored at -1.5. Over-unders 40.5. I have no idea who the fucking backup is for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going against them. Give me the Ravens +1.5. They're just too star-studded on offense, and give me over 40.5.
If it was Houston from the past 2 seasons, I probably would have took Houston, but on this one, I'm still going to go ahead and back the Ravens at +1.5. Give me the over 40.5. The next one, we got the New York Giants against the New Orleans Saints. We already covered it. Sorry, I'm tripping. Miami Dolphins at the Carolina Panthers. Also interesting. Hey, Dolphins clicked. They clicked. Even though Tyreek's out, I still think they're going to click and continue to play the way they did. Give me the Dolphins at -1.5. Give me the over 44.5 too.
I will back that because I love Darren fucking Waller, man. I did not know he was back on the Dolphins.
Yes.
That made me so excited. If you guys don't know who Darren Waller is, go watch his fucking highlight reel from the Raiders. Dog. Give me the Dolphins -1.5.
Speaking of the Raiders, isn't that the next game?
Sure.
That's what I have it on here at least.
What'd you take, over or under 44.5?
I took the over.
I'll take the under 44.5. John, next game we have got the Cowboys at the Jets.
Okay, shit.
Cowboys favored at -2.5. Over under is at 47.5. Cowboys are terrible on defense, and Justin Fields looks like he's hot, man. Give me the Jets +2.5 and give me over 47.5.
If CeeDee Lamb comes back, I'd have to take the Cowboys, but until further notice, I'm going to go ahead. I like the way Justin Fields played that game. He finally started to throw the fucking rock at the very end, but man, if you saw his rushing touchdown last game, phenomenal. Loved it. If he plays like that, hopefully he doesn't have to, but if he still uses his legs the way he did that game, I like the Jets where they're at right there. And it's in New York. Give me the Jets at +2.5 and give me the under 47.5. The next game I see is Las Vegas Raiders versus the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to have to go ahead and take... This could be a slippery slope for the Colts. This might be where they lose a game or two. So I'm going to just go with the trend there on my end and take the +6.5 on the Raiders and give me the under 47.5.
Give me Colts -6.5. Give me under 47.5 as well. Next game, we have got the Broncos at the Eagles. Eagles favored at -4.5. Over-unders at 43.5. Give me the Eagles -4.5. Give me over 43.5.
Give me, yep, I back it all the way. -4.5 Eagles, over 43.5. Titans versus the Cardinals. 8.5 is a really big number.
That's a big number.
I'm going to go ahead and back Cam Ward and the Titans at +8.5 and give me under 41.5.
Give me the Titans +8.5. Give me over 41.5. Next game, we've got the Buccaneers at the Seahawks. Seahawks favored at -3. Over-unders at 44.5. Man, Buccaneers didn't look bad last week against the Eagles. I don't think so. Seahawks are at home. Seahawks have been hot. Give me the Bucs +3. Give me under 44.5.
I don't think I can ever not choose or vote against Baker, man. I think I realized that. I'm going to take the Buccaneers at +3 even and give me the under 44.5. The next one we have are the Lions versus the Bengals. -10. If Browning is still playing, bro, no question. Give me -10.5 on the Lions. If the Broncos beat the shit out of them, I know the Lions can beat the shit out of them. And give me this is the hardest part. Give me the over 40.5.
I'll take the Lions -10.5. I'll take the under 48.5. Next game, Sunday Night Football. Patriots at the Bills. Bills favored at -8.5. Over-unders at 49.5. Give me the Bills minus 8.5, but give me over 49.5. I know that's a big fucking number, but these boys can ball.
Hey, I bet my dad last year for this game, last time they played each other, and I told him that they will not lose by more than 10. This is only a 1.5 away. I'm going to back my Patriots at plus 8.5. And they put up a lot of points last game too. So I'm also going to go ahead and take the over 49.5. And that, my friends, is the whole slate.
That is week 5 of NFL. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We're trying to keep them shorter and shorter for you. I know an hour is tough, but look at that. We're clocking in at 4.
Hope you guys stuck around. It was great. It was great. It was fun.
A lot of good read-ups. A lot of teams we normally don't cover. You got me, Nicky G, and my boy,
Jonny Gamble. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please like, subscribe, share with your family, friends.
Hit all the fucking buttons.
Yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.
See you guys.
Peace.